the Greater Anishinaabe Nation, which includes Algonquin, Ojibwe, Ottawa, and Potawatomi. Now we ask that you please rise, if able, and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Hello and welcome to this OCAA matchup between the Durham Lords and the Georgian Grizzlies. Lords sitting at 12-4, Grizzlies sitting at 13-3. This is going to be a good one, folks. Sean Elliott, the ball up to John Deo. Matthew Iacono, three, no good. Rebound to the Grizzlies. Grizzlies pushing it. Good leg, good D. Put back layups, good from the Grizzlies. They strike first. Marn out. Elliott, three, no good. Dale fighting. Rebound goes to the Grizzlies. I'm Eric Huser. Alongside me is Damon Huser. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm super excited for this matchup as he spins the way and lays it in. That is Marseille.
It's a good layup there. Grizzlies are a tough matchup here. Lords, known for their defense, giving up 4 quick points here.
Deo into Smith. Floater doesn't go. A couple of misses here from the Lords. Not what the doctor ordered. That layup is no good, but he does get fouled by Rashawn Smith. Shooting 2 at the free throw line will be Agok.
Agok, he had a tough putback layup to open this one up. A little bit of confusion, possibly slippery ball. Agok nails the first one.
And a very confusing ending potentially as Centennial plays Fleming right now. But it's all on the line. Durham needs to win this one if they want to potentially host OCAA championships, as John Deo gets the Lords on the board.
You see early on, Javane Martin, he is the communicator. Rashawn Smith, good steal there. Elliott slows it down. Foul, I believe.
Yeah, so the Lords will have the ball with John Deo. They get it into Elliott. To Deo. Swung it across to Smith. This is Elliott. Screen set. Elliott, it's up. And it's wide. Fighting Martin. Kept it in with Iacono. Now it's Elliott going up. Wanted a foul. Doesn't get it. Isn't going to get it. And Agok bringing it out the other way. Georgian go. Layup is good. That's beautiful by Marseille.
Tough start here early on for the Lords. Offense just isn't there.
This is Elliott to Deo. Got to get going. Iacono turns. Tried to kick it out. This is a charging call on Iacono. And what a start for the Georgian Grizzlies, who look to lock up a 1 seed. 14-4 wouldn't quite do that. Or 14-3 wouldn't quite do that. Still need to win.
But it would give them a really good shot at it.
This is up. And no good. Rebound by Javade Martin. Centennial is up 54-35 on Fleming right now, meaning that Durham once again must win this. This is up and through by Elliott. A big shot as they needed points. Jay-Sean Elliott.
Elliott leads the league in assists. They get a steal. John Dale, I believe, got a poke on that. Elliott to Martin.
Foul. Honestly, maybe want that possession to continue, but foul call here.
Yeah, like I was talking about, Jay-Sean Elliott leads the league in assists. Not typically a shooter, but knocked down a 3 right there.
Elliott to Marn. Marn, not typically a shooter either, but that goes in. 8-7 now. It's the Lords try and get back into this one, and they have their first lead. Breaking the press.
Travel for sure. Great call.
Yeah, and knocking down the 3. Trey Wilson, who we saw getting up in the warm-up, so you know, fast break, you could see something special. Deshaun Spencer checks in for Rashane Smith, just 3 minutes and 9 seconds into this one.
Yeah, we know Trey Wilson can get up, but he can also shoot the ball really well. We saw that in warm-up as well. So yeah. Trey Wilson, just an all-around excellent player.
Shoots about 33% from 3 and takes 7.5 of them a game. That's Elliott. Thought about it. Kicks it. Deo. This is a 3, and it's good. What a shot. John Deo. And the Lords are finding the rhythm. Tipped, and that's Lords' ball. Javade Marn delivering.
Marn, you don't see him in the starting lineup every game, but today showing his impact early on. Lords, 9-0 run here.
Exactly what they needed. When they were down 7-2, you're wondering, is this just not their season? They want it, and they're going to put in all the work possible. You got to win this one. You got to beat George Brown, and you got to hope Seneca can beat Centennial, and then you are the #1 seed.
Yeah, it's you need a lot to happen, but you got to do your part, and you got to win games. And Lawrence, a 9-0 run. Looks like they really want to win this one. But Georgian, they came out. They looked really good. So this one's going to be a really good one. Like we've been talking about this all day, even during the women's game.
Yeah, and the women's game, what a game it was.
Yeah, it came down to almost the last possession practically. Grizzlies hit a 3 with 5 seconds left to cut it to 3, but couldn't force a turnover. Lords ended up winning that. Most points scored by the women's Lords team this season. Shout out to Kathy Orlana, who played a great game. But also shout out to Cameron Wood. She had a bunch of rebounds. I believe she had 16 or 17. It was a great game from Kathy. My apologies, Cameron Wood.
Elliott on it now. Screen set, didn't use it. Elliott driving, kicking. Deo, it's up. Doesn't go. Thought that one was going to land.
Yeah, Deo's had a pretty hot hand early on here.
Sachet. Look for Wilson. Instead, throws it out of bounds. Another turnover for Georgian. It's becoming a theme in this first quarter.
Yeah, that's another turnover from Sache. Sache's second turnover of the game there. Dale bringing us up the court.
It's a 5th turnover for Georgian. That's Spencer to Elliott. This is up and in. Big shot. The Lords have 4 threes. They're 4 for 8 from downtown.
Lords are looking good.
And the pressure and another turnover. And Marn has it. Slowing it down to Deo. Back to Marn, who gets into the half court. To Elliott, who looks good early. Up. Blocked. A good one by Wilson. Running the floor. This is up. This is no good.
Son Spencer, excellent rebounder. I thought Wilson was putting that one down. Marn driving.
Marn. It doesn't go. An unlucky bounce. He's one of the most efficient scorers in the league. Thought about moving it was Marseille. He's had a good start to this one as well. But they are down 7 points, 5 minutes in. Swing.
Good cut.
And
go for the Lords.
Yeah, another turnover. The 7th for Georgian. Just 5 minutes in. It's not something you see often. This is a younger Georgian team. They do have 5 potential people that may be in their last season, depending on eligibility.
Russell out here.
Driving. Iacono goes up, goes out, and fought for. He's trapped. Ramel Russell was working hard. He could have kept it in. He thought it was going to be Lord's ball. They only have 3 seconds to get this up.
Yeah, gotta prevent here.
And
yeah,
this
Martin's got to get back.
Big defensive play here. Russell, intensity. That's a
Turnover
turnover.
again.
Elliott driving up to Marn. It was just a little bit out of play. And the coaches liked it. It just didn't execute. And a good cut on Iacono, who fell asleep, and the layup is good.
What a find there, though. Georgian, they've been sending back cutters there. Lords need to have that help defender ready.
Marn to Elliott. He has 2 threes. Can't hit his 3rd. And then he hits Littleton in the face. And going for the ball, accidental, but it was a hard collision.
Yeah, definitely a foul. Jay Sean Elliott, a man of little words, so don't be looking for an apology there. And that's another foul.
Yeah, another foul. The intensity is so high in this one, and Martin knows it. We're going to see Chambers come into this one.
Chambers a good shot blocker. You just got to make sure that he's mentally in the game as well.
Yeah, you can't see a scenario where he's not up for this one.
Yeah, it's a big game, so you got to hope that he's ready for this one.
This is one where you can really prove yourself. 4:09 to go in this first quarter. It's 14-9. Durham is playing well, forcing turnovers, but you would like the lead to be bigger if you had a 7-turnover lead right now.
Lords have just not been letting them cross half. Jason Elliott. That's going to be a charge.
Yeah, charging call. Iacono got into the lane and made a play on a high flyer in Trey Wilson.
Yeah, you gotta be worried there that don't get put on poster. You don't get put on a poster right there. But you're taking one for the team.
You know
Kyle
what?
Lowry would be proud of you.
Yep, and you know what? In a game this big, you take the chance to draw a charge, and you might get posted on IG, but you also might make a big play.
Yeah.
And that's a huge play for Iacono, putting his body on the line.
Yeah, you're not going to see that posted on IG, but you're going to love it if you're the coach.
Ramel Russell gets it to Iacono. He can shoot. He will shoot, but it won't go. Chambers fighting hard. And he's down. Russell thought he could get there. Troy Wilson dancing, finding a man. Chambers was straight up.
I thought he was straight up.
But too much contact.
Yeah, might have led with the body a little bit too much there.
Maybe.
Coach asking Matthew what it is. Caleb Carter is in this game as well.
Yep. Came out with Javaid Marin.
Yeah, actually I think just Sean
Sean
Elliott's
Elliott's
still
there.
out there. My apologies, folks. You are a smart man, I'll tell you that.
Just looking over at the bench, seeing Marin there. Honestly.
Yep. No, you're a smart guy.
Iacono to Russell. This is Ramel Russell. To Elliott. Screen set. The dump off to Chambers. And one. Puts it up and in, and he's stoic about it.
Yeah, what a play. We are talking about Chambers. If he's locked in, he's elite. And you see it right there. Great play from Rashawn Chambers getting the N1. Shout out to Iacono, though, for an excellent pass. And he completes the three-point play.
Yeah, not a good free throw shooter at all, Chambers, but he'll take it where you can get it.
This press is elite.
But it's broken, amazingly. This is up for three. Doesn't go. Chambers gets the rebound and just slows it down to Elliott. Elliott running in transition. This is what he does best. Iacono blocked, I believe. Out to Carter. Is it a boom? No.
Got to get back here if you're Russell. Easy lane. Can see a slam coming from the Grizzlies.
Husil with the slam, and it's still a 4-point game for as well as Durham has played. Georgian staying in it. Elliott trying to drive, turning it over.
Russell,
and then Elliott won it, and
Point.
It's Durham ball.
Great hustle from Jay-Sean Elliott. Just that extra hustle is going to get you extra possessions. Martin checking back in. Elliott will go to the bench. Who's going to inbound for the Lords? It'll be Martin.
Martin getting them into an action. The 5 Lords on the court. Martin, Iacono, Russell, Chambers, Carter. Trying to grow this lead, or at least maintain it in the first quarter. 17-13 with 2:29 to go.
One person we haven't seen yet, Rudy Fahik. He had an excellent game the other week against La Cité.
Russell to Marn. To Russell. Down low to Iacono. Back out Russell. This is a 3, and it's through. You know he can shoot. Hits there.
No timeout, no timeout.
Yeah, I believe a mistake.
Yeah, just zeros went on the clock, so the buzzer went. Former OTE star Ramel Russell. 7 threes the other week against La Cité.
This is another great break of the press. It had them fooled for a little bit. They've started to break it now.
Offensive foul.
Yeah, and De La Rosa is called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, hand got up there in Caleb Carter's face. Good work from him there. Mel Russell.
Russell. Moving to Marn. Back to Russell and back to Marn. Low posts for Chambers. Swings it to Carter. He drove mid-range and one. What a shot by Caleb Carter.
CRWC is on fire thanks to Caleb Carter and one right there.
Just the technique. He goes up, gets fouled in midair, and it's not one of those and one shot attempts that he gets fouled on his way down. He gets hit in midair and he powers through it with the two.
Yeah, personally, I've seen Caleb Carter in the gym here lots, so shout out to him. And that's a big testament. 5-second violation almost happened there. Good press here. They got to drop back now. 3-on-2, Grizzlies. 3, no good.
And maybe the offensive rebound, there's going to be a loose ball foul called on Ramel Russell.
Yeah, must have pulled him down a little bit, prevented him from fully grabbing that rebound. Sean Elliott back in. Iacono will sit. Sean Elliott, you could see an OCAA all-star nod this season, possibly leading the league in steals and assists.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if you didn't get the nod. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. It's Ramel Russell controlling it, guarded by De La Rosa. Driving is Elliott, kicking it to Russell. He can shoot. This one doesn't go down. Marn tips it back up and in. That's why he had one of the best field goal percentages at 50% last year. Spinning. Wanted to travel. De La Rosa, down low, floater. Gets the bounce.
Everyone on the Lord's bench pleading for a foul call there.
It's Russell. De La Rosa guarding Russell. Screen set by Chambers. Russell drifting in and out. Chambers, this is perfect. Down low to Marn. What you want?
Oh.
And he's fouled.
Seems as though they're just hunting the switch on De La Rosa. He is a little bit smaller, and it looks like they're just getting the big in the post with him, and looks like they're making something happen.
Yeah, this is everything you want from the Lords offensively so far. Marn shooting free throws just above 50% and can't hit the first. You'd assume mathematically the second one's going to go down.
Mathematically.
But
it's basketball.
But the game is not played on paper, so we'll see.
Just ask Moneyball, actually.
And he doesn't hit.
Elliott Ford, though.
Elliott Carter's wide open.
For boom. You're going to get it.
Boom for Caleb Carter. And the lead is 11.
Thought that might have been a 5-second. De La Rosa, good playmaker. Excellent press play.
Getting it low. This is, the Lords feel comfortable, but that's an and one.
Ref over on the far side, very hyped to make that call.
And it's Ramel Russell who's going to be called for his first foul. Thought he was getting himself into a little bit of trouble, but got the wrong guy.
Iacono coming in for Chambers on that. 22 seconds left. If you're the Lords, you just hold for the last shot here.
Yeah, unless you get an amazing look, there's no need to shoot and give them any chance of closing this lead down. Go into the quarter up 8. Elliott making a move, driving. That's the look you want, but it doesn't go, and now you give him a chance. Driving, De La Rosa at the buzzer. Good move. Layup doesn't go. Offensive rebound doesn't go. And even though Iacono touched the earth, nothing came of it, and it's 28-20 at the break.
Yeah, De La Rosa made Iacono hit the nene, but he just couldn't make a play.
We'll be right back for the second quarter in this decisive game.
Lords up 8.
Fans, I need to hear you make some noise if you want a t-shirt. We can hear you. We can hear you make
Welcome back. The second second quarter has just begun. 28-20. Up, doesn't go. That was perfect defending with the and one right after by Marseille.
Marseille's had a great start to this game so far. Jay Sean Elliott frustrated. You can see him voicing his frustration. Player we haven't seen yet, Rudy Fahik, sitting on the bench. John Dale coming back out. Played the first few minutes. Then he was sat down. He hit 2 threes though.
Iacono. Look to kick it out. Does Tadeo. 10 on the quarter. 10 on the shot clock. Inside. Hard over a man. Catching a body.
What a dunk, JaVale Martin.
And Deo with the steal. We could have an alley-oop. Carter, it's swatted away by Marseille. Deo grabbing it. Carter, is he booming? Air ball. Elliott goes over, and they're calling it over the back.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Oh, side out for the oh wait, no, you're right. My apologies. Wow. Okay.
That's why Elliott's in disarray.
That alley-oop to Jay Sean Elliott, I think Anne Frank could have seen that one coming. It was something that was telegraphed a while away.
Iacono fighting. That's an offensive rebound and a defensive foul.
Shane Smith subbing in here for Matthew Iacono. Oh, should have been a 5-second violation. Lay, Marseille, he's had a good game.
Yep, averages 15. He's playing as good as he normally does. That's Deo to Elliott. 5-point game now. 3-point swing in the second quarter. Tried to get it to Smith. Marseille's been all over the court. It's a 4-on-1, and somehow the Grizzlies don't score. But head coach is just saying keep going. He likes the intensity. And a timeout is being called by the Lords.
Yeah, I like that timeout from the Lords. Things got a little bit out of hand there, and this is just to slow them down. You got that dunk from Marn, which you definitely will see on the gram.
Oh, yeah.
And then a couple of turnovers. So just trying to settle it down a little bit. It was Glizzy night down here at the CRWC. I know personally, Chef Christina ran out of glizzies to serve. So if you're coming down to the CRWC,
no Durham Dogs.
No Durham Dogs, but you can come get you some Subway and watch an excellent game between the Lords and the Grizz. Raptors on right now. Olympics have been great. Sports World has been excellent.
Yep.
I don't know if you were watching earlier. Italy, Sweden. That was a great game.
Great game. You know what else was great? Germany, Canada, curling qualifiers.
Shout out to those two excellent powerhouse teams.
Went to extras. Watched a little bit of that before I came here. Great game. You know, not a big curling guy, but it's the Olympics. Got to turn it on.
Got to represent for your country. Shout out to Norway, leading the entire Olympics. Most golds, most total medals. Grizzlies get a steal. Going to go back the Lord's way, though.
Leading the way. Speaking about that, for the Lords, Jay Sean Elliott, who has the ball. Defended by Marseille. Good matchup. Caleb Carter doesn't go. Tipped around. It'll come back out to Elliott. Shot clock resets.
Jay Sean Elliott, I want you to attack him right now. Elliott
dancing on Marseille. Gets double teamed. Throws it away. He'll have 4 seconds to make something happen.
A little bit of miscommunication. They could really use Big Red out there.
Durham legend. John Deo lost it, and that is a shot clock violation.
I thought he might have been fouled, John Dale. But, you know, they're playing a physical game out there, so they're letting the boys play.
I thought so too.
Turnover.
And a turnover here. Elliott to Marn. Thought about going up. This is Deo. Gets inside. Jumper. Doesn't go. And can't get the offensive rebound. And another turnover as Carter has it. To Elliott. One more Deo. This is up. And no good. Rebounded and coast to coast before traveling. That was Pelusi, who made a couple of good plays and then just had no idea where he was going.
Yeah, and he sort of just tripped a little, and it was like a little bit of indecisiveness. Jonathan Deo getting pressed right now. Good job keeping possession of the ball. Handoff to Jay-Sean Elliott. Jay-Sean sees a matchup.
This is Carter, who drives inside, wants it, got it, 2.
Carter showing that championship pedigree. Tough lay, playing with a lot of fight in a big game.
Yep.
Good job from Marn.
And Marn can't believe he's getting called for a foul, and I can't believe it either. Gonna be honest with you, Eric.
Yeah, you got to let the boys play. This is a physical one. I don't like those little ticky-tack foul calls.
And Desan Spencer's in. He's on 2 fouls, as well as Marn. So let's see if he can play without fouling. That's up and in. What a shot. Christie.
One player we haven't seen in a while, Trey Wilson. Talked about his excellent shot-making ability and his athleticism, but we haven't seen him in a while.
Russell out. It's Deo driving. Back out to Russell. Finds Elliott. Smith. And that's Spencer. And Smith hasn't been in the game in a while, and he's got to get back on defense because it is a miss two, but then a putback and a 2-point game. And Smith was outside on the perimeter.
Yeah. O'Shane Smith just doesn't really look like he's fully in it.
And
possibly a knock.
It's a player that's averaging 12 points per game. It's a huge player for the Lords. Got to find a way to get him involved. And they do right here. Smith spinning up.
No.
And in, and he can't believe it.
Looks like there was a little bit of an embellishment there. Ref. I worked the table a couple of games ago. Ref gave out 3 flopping warnings. I really love that from the ref.
Yeah, well, could it maybe we're maybe looking at giving out one there, honestly, but
yeah. And Rashane Smith not happy.
Yeah, and
not high-fiving anyone. Body language out the window.
And he had to sit down because he's on 2 fouls as well.
Yeah.
Thought about getting down low, layup, and a foul. And Chambers and Spencer are on 2 fouls, and it will be on Chambers. So he's on 3 fouls with 5 minutes to go in the second. They're in a lot of trouble here at Lords, purely because of foul trouble.
Yeah, all of your bigs are just fouling. It's something that happens with the women's team a lot, I find, is they're not going straight up with their hands. I think this team, they go straight up with their hands. It's just a little bit of the body contact they got to watch out for.
Yep, and this is Russell now for the Lords. Spinning, trying to make a move. Deo, and they call another offensive foul.
Russell's got to be careful. He's had a lot of chatter with the ref. Don't want him to get teed up.
And that is the Lords' 14th foul to Georgian 6.
Yeah, the
and
Lords.
At some point, there's not been that much difference in the physicality between these two teams.
Yeah.
A double discrepancy is a little bit crazy. It's Russell up, to Elliott, who nearly got it. There's a
Foul.
foul called. And that's a tough call as well.
I thought
on
that was
Christie.
I thought that was a let him play as well. I don't want to sound biased, so I'm gonna say that I think that's a let him play there.
Yeah, I see. That's another one. It's a physical game. They're both going up for it. They're not even looking at each other. They're both looking at the ball.
Yeah.
And I didn't even see much contact.
You know, refs, they have a different vantage point than us, and I think they have a little bit of a game plan. They want to control it.
Elliott.
So you gotta let the refs do their
Spencer,
job.
and through the hands of Chambers.
That's an excellent no look. Just unlucky there. Chambers just couldn't get his hands on it. Looking to take the lead back. Their last lead was 7-5.
Tip. Whose ball? Durham's ball.
Zuri Christie.
Yeah, he's in awe.
He's livid. Back-to-back plays.
2 times where he's put his shirt over his face to just make sure he doesn't get teed up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the reaction might warrant a tee at some point. Russell wide open.
Russell,
I like it.
what a shot. Falling on the ground. Russell showing off.
Coach bringing them out of the press because I think they were a little too aggressive. Got into a little bit of foul trouble.
Deo thought he had it. There's a foul called. Who is that on? And it's going to be on John Deo. And
Deo turned, said, me?
15th foul called. And that's going to be Deo's first. So that's probably, out of all the players on the court, the one that you want giving up the foul, considering he's not in any foul trouble.
I'd like to point something out. I don't want to sound like Chris Paul. I don't want to sound like an old head. I'm seeing a lot of jerseys untucked down there. That warrants a couple different tees. But who am I to point that out? Good rebound there from Chambers. Almost turnover. It's something to just look out for. Nobody's called it out yet, but when I was down at the table,
Russell.
every time someone would sub in, ref would say, tuck it in, tuck it in.
Deo didn't use the screen. Russell to Spencer. They can skip past. They don't. It's Russell. Wants the screen. Swings it to Deo. A little bit of a grenade. Floater. It's up. It's through. Wants the N1. Doesn't get it, and he's limping now.
That's not good. John Dale injured earlier on in the season. Recovered from that.
Yeah, and Rudy Fahig's getting ready to come in. Stayed warm on the bike.
Good steal from Chambers.
It's Russell to Elliott. Jay-Sean Elliott with authority. And Deo is down and hurt. And it kind of ruins the Jay-Sean Elliott hype because now the Durham Lords faithful are worried about their point guard.
Yeah, John Dale going down with yet another injury. Just unlucky.
Yeah, 2 completely unrelated injuries, of course.
Yeah, they're not even close to the same, but just another injury nonetheless. It's unlucky. And, it's a 50-50.
Yeah, it's a really tough call. And now Spencer's got 3 fouls. And it's just, what player do you let play who's in big foul trouble?
Rashane Smith just doesn't look like he's ready to go. Body language isn't there right now. So I don't know if you can put him back in.
You really might need to, though. But he's got 2 fouls as well.
Yeah, he was a player of the week, he was athlete of the week, and Rashane Smith, right as we say his name, he will be checking in.
But you have to trust him. He has played a ton for you. Rashane Smith obviously didn't start the year playing, but he's got 14 games. He missed the first 2. 12 points per game.
And refs actually reminded them about tucking in their jerseys. You know what?
There
I
you
pay
go.
attention a
No,
lot.
that's pretty good. Yeah, he averages 12 and 7. You need him to step up on 2 fouls. It's Russell.
Yeah, and you know he can be the guy for you if you ask him to.
Russell driving. Tried to hit Chambers, it looked like. Not fast enough. Smith getting back. A foul called on an and one. And I don't know how that's a foul.
And it was on Rudy Fahik. If you're going to call anything. That was on 24. Shane Smith doesn't get called for that. Shane Smith going to go to the bench, though, I think.
Yeah, I think they thought it was on Smith. Yeah, now he'll come back in, considering.
Coach having a problem with Shane Smith. A little bit of argument. Coach not impressed.
Yeah, he just said, get your head in the game.
I don't know what's going on. I think
an interesting storyline.
Yeah, your star
starting here.
Star player's not in it mentally right now.
And it's Russell. Screen set by Chambers. Out of bounds, it'll stay Durham's. And tipped and Rend. Russell thought he got hit in the face.
Yeah, if you're Jay Elliott, you just gotta talk to your boy. Bring him back down. And that's what he's doing. But I don't think Shane Smith. I don't know how much he cares what Jay Elliott has to say.
Russell driving, kicking. Can Elliott control it? He does. Russell wants it and hits. What a shot from Ramel Russell, who is feeling himself.
Yeah, with Deo down, and they got a steal. Elliott
To Russell, going up, and he's fouled.
Yeah, with John Deo down, you need Ramel Russell to cook, and that's what we've been seeing so far.
8 points for Ramel Russell. Exactly what the doctor ordered. He's 3 for 4. He's also got a rebound and an assist, and he's at the free throw line trying to make it double digits. First one went down. Deo getting his foot wrapped. Second one goes for Ramel Russell, who shoots under 50% from the free throw line, but he also has only taken 1 per game. This is Holmes. A three-pointer. Getting right back at it. Elliott.
I haven't seen in a while. Trey Wilson.
Up. Smith! Sometimes you just need a big play to get yourself into it. How about an alley-oop slam?
Yeah, is that what gets Shane Smith back in this one?
And defending. And a great defensive play now. Elliott to Russell.
Chambers and Smith, excellent defense there.
Elliott slows it down, and he wants Shane Smith. Elliott thought about pulling up. Gets it to Smith, who goes up and finishes. And there you go. Maybe it's just one play that gets you involved.
Coach is going to love that ending. Chambers got to make sure he doesn't foul.
Getting away. That's not a foul. And it's Durham ball. And at some point, Christie's going to get in trouble, considering he keeps talking to the referee.
Personally, I thought there might have been a trip there. I think he might have had a case. But, you know, you and I, we're unbiased here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we're saying what we think.
Russell. Screen set Chambers. Russell using the defender. And a foul called.
Hook there. That's from number 23 from the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that's a veteran move from Ramel Russell. Yeah, Agok. So it's Russell. Another screen set, Chambers. Russell swings it to Fahig. A fake, a drive. Tipped around. Chambers is on the floor. Smith can't get that. Coming away with it. Sachet going up. No good. Shane Smith wants it. And a jump ball.
Possession arrow goes with the Lords. Shane Smith's going to be hype about that. And he won the brownie points for coming out with the ball there as well.
Oh, there you go. Fahik with Caleb Carter getting ready to check in for the Lords. Fahik has it. Guarded by Holmes. Holmes has two hands on him. Chambers thought about shooting it, driving, put it into his chest. Doesn't go. This is Christie going coast to coast. Zeri Christie with two. Averaging 6 points per game. It's been a good Christie game.
Smith almost got right there.
Russell wants both. Finds Chambers. Didn't even look at the basket. Russell, it's up. Doesn't go. Not a good offensive possession. Christie dancing to the hoop.
Good D from Fahik.
Does go out of bounds.
Good hustle from Fahik there, though. I like that. You come off the bench, you don't get too many minutes, you got to show out in other ways.
Yep. And Russell and Chambers out for Martin and Carter.
Fahik.
And it's 4-on-5 because they thought Fahik was out, and it's still a turnover. Wow. That just can't happen for the Grizzlies. And now a 0.5 second difference, shot clock, game clock. What do the Lords cook up here? They had Elliott go for a layup with about 9 seconds left. They left a little bit of time on the clock. Nothing came because of it. Can't happen again, though.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do here. Slow it down here.
Elliott gives it to Fahik, back to Elliott. 15 seconds left now. Fahik. Elliott. To Fahik. They're bringing this one all the way down. Smith.
Oh, my.
And into the chest.
Smith is in a lot of trouble. Timeout to the Grizzlies with 3 seconds left.
Yep. Want to cook something up here to try and cut this to a one-possession game.
Seconds left here in the quarter. We'll see what the Grizzlies have cooked up here.
(47-41). What play do they get? Christie in. Well run. This is up. Good! What a shot! Glasgow from three. And it's a one-possession game going into the half. 47-44, Lords lead, but a stunner to end it. And that's a big momentum shift.
Yeah, that's a crazy end to the half. Grizzlies called the timeout and got it going. We will be right back. We have a three-point game on our hands. Do not go anywhere.
We've come a long way since our doors first opened. Though our beginnings were modest, our vision was bold. With each passing decade, we grew. Times changed, and we adapted. We evolved, and we delivered. Market-driven programs that get our grads jobs. Seamless support services that wrap around our students. Sustainable practices that protect our earth. For the past 10 years, our mission ensured that the student experience came first at Durham College. But we've reached a tipping point. As we reflect on all we've accomplished and look closely at where we stand, it's clear. We're not just putting the student experience first, we're reinventing it. What's happening on our campuses, across our communities, and around the globe is a DC-grown and led transformation of the way we learn, the way we teach, the way we work, live, and lead. The many paths to post-secondary education merge and weave in so many new ways, and our approach to delivering that education, advanced learning that innovates, inspires, and changes lives, is just as varied. We are shaping this transformation shoulder to shoulder, heads down while working hard, but always with clear eyes on the future. This is our stake in the ground. We are DC, and together we are leading the way.
Welcome back to the second half between the Durham Lords and Georgian Grizzlies. Durham leads by 3 as a man is down, and it's Jayshon Elliott, and a 2 is good. And that was Sachet. Elliott in to Smith, who goes up and lays it in. A little bit of intensity early by Smith. Driving a Sachet up. Thought he had the N1. Iakonos called for the foul. Sachet shooting a free throw. First one goes. A little friendly bounce from the rim. That's the 19th foul on a Durham Lord. 9 fouls for Georgian. He goes 2 for 2 from the line, and it's a 1-point game again. Elliott to John Deo. It's Marn to Smith. Corner for Deo. He drives, kicks it out to Elliott. Thought about shooting it. Jab step. Screen set. Deo. It's up. It's through. Deo loves to shoot, and he hits again from 3. Marseille didn't use a screen. Instead pulls. 4-3. Deo with the rebound through 2. Eventually he's fouled. Christie, the one with the foul. Need Elliott and Smith to show up. Your best players. Dale, Smith, Marn, 4-3. Yes, way too open, and Marn for 3. And respectively, you need Wilson, Sachet, and Marseille as that's up and in, but it's an off. What's the call here? No basket. Not 100% sure what the call was. But I believe, 2 shots for Sash. But I'm not 100% sure for what. It seemed all the players were in agreement. I must have missed it. Well, using my 2 eyes that clearly don't work. He hit the first one and can't hit the second. A good free throw shooter, but goes 3 for 4 on his last 2 trips. It's Deo. Gets it to Elliott. Trying to break his zone down to Smith, who kicks. Marn, is he feeling it? He is. Big shot, Marn. Turns to the crowd, flashes 3. Marseille turned the corner. Tried to get it inside. Iacono knocked it. What's the call? It's Durham ball. And it's hurting Martin's hand. Just making a play. 58-49. Durham's lead grows from the 3 that it started out with. Deo works it inside. This is Smith, who nearly lost it and gets it to Deo. Hounded with Smith. Marn driving, kicking. Elliott kept it in somehow. Marseille thought he got hit. Elliott the and one. Incredible. How does he do that? Thought he was going to go up. He gets hit in midair and still gets the 2. Hits the free throw. It's a 12-point Lords lead. This is exactly what they needed. Kept in. A spin move. Going up. Doesn't go. Smith fighting. And he stepped out. So it will be Christie to inbound for the Grizzlies. An interesting quarter for the Lords as they are dominating this. The shot clock should be reset. Give them 9. Christie gets it in. Nearly a mishandle by Christie. Going up. Maybe a foul. Still the 2. No foul called. Bumping of the shoulders a little bit. This one gets chippy at the CRWC. Elliott somehow got it to Smith. Who? Little Jelly. 63-51. Christie, hop step. It's a 3. Won't go. Elliott's got it. Finds Marn. One-on-one. Marn misses the dunk. Nearly gets his own rebound. And a foul called on Javade Marn, who him and Elijah Littleton collide, and it's tough to go either way, but they give the foul to Marn. Sending it across. This is Wilson. Dumps it off, blocked by Marn. Offensive rebound off the block and a foul called on Elliott. It's going to be Christie to inbound after the foul. Gets it in. Thought about it. Kick. Three-pointer. Won't go. Deo, the easy board. And driving. John Deo trying to make a play. Iacono sets the screen. Thought about shooting it. Getting it down low. Smith, the small slam. Not quite as ferocious as usual. A drive. Don't want to foul. Still get the stop. And a blocking foul called on Iacono. Incredible. And Iacono still down. Injury gets up. Now the 2 shots will be taken. First free throw is good. Is no good, excuse me. I'm watching. Second one goes 1 for 2 in this quarter, 4 for 6. So interesting. The struggles up Deo. That's good. What a shot. 4 for 6 is pretty normal for Sachet. Wilson inside. This is Wilson. And he hits. Eventually he was going to get going. There's a big shot. He takes 7 threes a game. Hits 2.5. Shooting just over 33%. Smith going. Fouled. Shooting 2 at the free throw line is Smith. First one doesn't go for Rashane Smith. Shoots just under just over 50% from free throw, but goes 0 for 2 there. And that's Wilson. Thought about shooting it, instead tries to drive. Smith all over him. Martin thought he got the steal. This is Wilson. That's a 3. Doesn't go. Smith got the board and a foul call. And then a lot of foul calls here in this one. Smith gets it into Deo. Deo running for Carter. For Smith, who's fouled. Both teams already in the bonus in this third quarter, and we're halfway through. Smith just went 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Last time out. Hope to hit both here. First one goes. Second one does too. 2 for 4 in that period. Spinning, shooting, not hitting. Smith gets the rebound. Deo running, finds Marn. Bring it back out to Smith, who attacks, kicks out. Carter, the 3. Won't go. Deo is called for a foul. Both free throws go. It's from Mel Russell to Caleb Carter. Trying to move is Caleb Carter. Smith to Spencer. Back to Smith. Goes up. And a foul called. Smith seems to be okay. First one doesn't go for Smith. Second one does. Getting it down low. Smith out, Chambers in. Up, doesn't go, tipped around. Going, that's a blocking foul called. Trey Wilson hits the first. Well, he kept it in to Spencer. Turning, it's out. And Ramel Russell gets the 2. 3:30 to go in this third quarter. A lot of fouls here. Thought about swinging. Ramel Russell wants it. On the floor. A kick called. Giving the ball back to the Grizzlies. Slowing it down, hitting a midi. Good shot. Fahik forward to Carter. Carter thought about driving, lays it off. Spencer gets it to go. Trading buckets. Low. And a foul called on Ramel Russell. Up and in. Second one doesn't go. Rebound Chambers. Gets it to Russell. Thought about bringing it forward. Dribbles it. Gets it to Fahik. Look back for Russell, but it's Fahik. Spencer set a screen. Fahik to Russell. Fake. It's up. Doesn't go. Tipped away. And smart to slow it down, but now you speed it up for 3. And it doesn't go. Offensive rebound. Kept alive. Drive. Spin. Layup. Good. This is Spencer to Russell. Big momentum play here if the Lords can score. It's up and in and keeping it well in double-digit range. I mean, a 3 could take it right out and put it into single digits. Thought about shooting one right as I said that. Corner, 3, got it, single digits. Kiss to the crowd. Kiss to the Lords bench, actually. Russell, 1:30 to go in this third quarter. Russell Driving to Chambers. What a block! But it'll stay Lord's ball. Chambers to Ramel Russell. Carter thought about shooting. Drives, lays, doesn't go. Spencer makes sure he doesn't foul. It's a 9-point game now. Coming down to the wire. 1 minute to go in this third quarter. It's De La Rosa. He does well defensively, but this is a drive by Cachet. And a charge called. Fahik draws it. Last minute. This has been a good third quarter. It's been a choppy one with all the foul calls. Choppy but good for the Lords as they lead by 9. They started this quarter up 3. Ramel Russell, 36-second difference shot clock, game clock, so you can't bring it anywhere down at all. You just got to score. Spencer thought about it to get it to Russell. Spinning, somehow stayed on his feet to Carter. Had Fahik and a foul call, then he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one falls. Second one does as well. And then a turnover. Bad from the Grizzlies. An 11-point game as it's in to Fahik. It's for Mel Russell. Screen shot Chambers. Russell driving, going up, going in. 13-point game, and the shot clock is dark. You'd assume they bring it down. Don't want to foul. Russell looked like he might a couple times, and another turnover. 10 seconds to get it in. Get the 4-guard lineup out here with Chambers to try and score. Russell with 10 seconds left. Guarded by Holmes to extend the lead. It's a 10-point swing. Russell, step back. Doesn't go. The quarter is over. The Lords lead 80-67. A huge quarter. It's exactly what they needed. Just perfection. We'll be back for the fourth quarter between the Durham Lords and Georgian Grizzlies.
Fans, we'd like to take this time to recognize and congratulate our Subway Athletes of the Week, Madison Davies and Kenny Myers from the Curling Club. Congratulations, athletes.
Yeah, but a huge game, which Durham is showing out in. You need to win this, and they are doing exactly that. They won that quarter 33-23 and just turned the ball over. Deo, Cash, don't want to foul, and he did. And that's just nothing Deo can do. He hop steps into him with his hands up, and he's turned his back. Just not sure what Deo is supposed to do to not foul him there. So free throws. First one doesn't go. Second one does. It's Deo. Poked out. Deo to get it back in. To Russell. Spencer thought about setting the screen. To Carter. Carter down low. Going up. Jump ball. Will go the way of the Grizzlies. Getting Spencer in Elliott in, for Deo. 9:30 to go. Tight. Can the Grizzlies make it tighter? Not going to do it that way. Throwing it out. Russell guarded by De La Rosa. This is Elliott. Russell into the high post for Spencer. Swinging. It's up. It won't go. 3-on-2 for the Grizzlies. Running the floor. De La Rosa. It's up. Doesn't go. Offensive rebound grabbed by Agok, and then Russell the steal. And he will lay it in for two. A huge swing as the three is no good, and Russell comes away with it. Goes from a potentially 9-point game to 14. Driving up. Layup is good. Good way to respond. Elliott. To Spencer. Back to Elliott. Driving into traffic to Russell. It's up. Doesn't go. He wanted it badly. And now a 3-on-2 for the Grizzlies again. De La Rosa did well to conduct. This is a three, and it's no good. Offensive rebound to Agok. And a foul called, and he'll shoot two. First one doesn't go. Second one does. Russell uses the phantom screen from Smith. Spencer. Elliott. 4-3. Doesn't go. Rebound cleanly by the Grizzlies. Cachet, it's kept in by Holmes, who gets away. Swings it. De La Rosa. No. Spencer the rebound. Agok tried to steal it. Elliott now driving, kicking. Carter. Is there a boom? No. Rebound Spencer. One more to Russell. Thought about it to Elliott. To Smith. Elliott. Driving, spinning, pull up. No. Spencer fighting for it. Agok. Cachet. Going into traffic. Doesn't go. Rebound Smith. He wants it. It touched the Gawk last. Russell. Driving, laying, hitting. That is beautiful by Ramel Russell. The three. No. Long rebound. Russell's got it, and he slows it down. I like it by Ramel Russell. We're about to see Wilson and Christie back in a second. This is Smith turning, and another offensive foul call. And it's an interesting call, but at the same time, if they're going to call it 4 times, you can't do it anymore. Steo is in for Smith. Wilson wants it. Wilson has it. Double teamed. Gets out of it to Cachet. Down low. Layup. And one. I believe if that was on Smith, that's 4. I don't know who it's on because it was no fouling out for Rashane Smith, so it must have been on someone else. Deo. Carter to Elliott. Smith to Carter. Down low, Spencer. This is tipped around and one. And nearly acrobatic. But it's Wilson again to Cachet. Spinning. That's a big travel. And a timeout called by the Lords. 84-74. This has been a good one. You just wonder, what can the Grizzlies do to get back into this one and improve to 14-3? And if there is anything they can do, can they execute? Because the Lords are doing everything in their power to make sure it doesn't happen. So with 5:33 left, Lords need a little momentum to close this one out, and the Grizzlies need a big run to get back into it. 10, it's not impossible, but the Lords are in control. And getting it into Deo to try and extend the lead. Elliott thought about going up to Deo. Tried to get it to Spencer. Smith going up, plus the foul. It's Rashane Smith with 2. Smith hits it. 13-point game. And a technical foul called on Cash. And Caleb Carter will now shoot too. Makes sense considering he's one of the best free throw shooters in the OCAA. As I say that, he hits it, which I'm surprised considering the commentator's curse. Gotta get in. Wilson won't go. Elliott's got it. Deo has Spencer wide open, laying it in, and this lead is growing. 16 on a 6-0 run. Nearly lost. And Caleb Carter's got it. Tipped around. Jump ball. Durham ball. Got to get someone excited. Deo shifting in and out. Gets it to Elliott. To Carter. Carter to the layup. It's too easy. Cachet. Deo the steal. They could make it a 20-point game now. Carter. Elliott. Airballs the layup. And Wilson running and throwing it away. Deo running into the half court to Elliott. Swinging it to Spencer. Knew up 18. He thought about shooting it. Instead, Deo hits a three. It's 21. It's Wilson across. Got tipped out. Winning it is Carter. The bench could not be more excited. It's Elliott. Deo. Spencer doesn't go. They want it. You just don't want to foul. Give them easy chances. Cash driving, laying, hitting. To Elliott. Down Smith. Lay it in. It's too easy. Timeout called, then we will be right back. Back out of the timeout. .318 Wilson. To Steffs. That's Wilson getting blocked, and he's fouled shooting three, and Smith is out of the game. First one by Wilson is good. Second one is good too. Goes 2 for 3. It's tipped out. It'll stay Georgian's way. Steffens. Holmes. That's great. Wilson. Can't hit. Cachet. Working hard. And a travel. Or double dribble. Deo. That got a good reaction from the crowd. To Elliott. Elliott. Spencer. Doesn't go. Driving. What a block by Elliott. And he plays it to Carter. He's going up. Wanted the slam. Instead couldn't get it to go. Steffens. That doesn't go. It's tipped up and around. And an and one. Goes. Elliott gets it into Russell. Russell to Deo. This is through. And it's a 19-point game, and Durham will win. That's a charge. Iacono draws it. Ramel Russell. And an offensive foul called the other way. About getting it down low. Wilson doesn't go. Iacono's got it to Russell. To Deo. Blocked by Wilson. Oh my goodness. Sent that into another orbit. Through. Layup doesn't go. It's tipped around. Eventually Cachet gets it. And he's fouled. He'll shoot two more. It'll go. Elliott. Screen set by Chambers, didn't use it. Cut it to Russell. Thought about Deo. It's Elliott. Dancing back and forth. Turned over with a minute left in this one. It's a 17-point game. That's a corner. 3 for Cachet, that doesn't go. Wilson's got it. What about shooting it? Kicks it. Off the foot. Ramel Russell has it. Caleb Carter brings it forward. And he goes up and lays it in. .41 seconds left. The Lords lead by 19. This is a great win for the Lords to move to 13-4. Russell laying it up and in. It's up to 21 now. And you gotta love this Durham Lords win. They're even at 13-4 now. Centennial is 13-4 as well. Centennial is first, Durham is second, George Brown's third. They'll need a loss to Seneca and a win against George Brown. What a win for the Lords. They improved to 13-4, and we'll see you guys next Friday against the George Brown Huskies, where if Centennial lose to Seneca, the Durham Lords could win and get first seed. Thank you and have a great night.